In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Auto-level in React2 Pro. Auto-level saves you time. It keeps the therapy personalized and it automatically adjusts task difficulty level based on client performance. I'll walk you through how to set it up, how to apply suggested levels, and how to manage auto-level once it's live. So I'm now signed in as a therapist. So first, what I'll do is open up set a new task list for a client. So I open up my task list templates page, and I'll select a pre-made template that I have here. I could make a new one, single word exercises, and I'll set this for my client Alan. So if I just simply click set for client and choose Alan, this opens Alan's client adjustments page. So this is for this particular task list. There's two key columns here: suggested level and level. You can see on the left. Suggested level is generated automatically based on Alan's recent performance in these tasks. This level is editable. What we're looking to do here is to set a starting level for Alan within this task list for each of the tasks within it. So we could choose that we can change these if we want to. For example, here we could this one is set to level 3, pointing to a verb by name. We might want to apply the suggested level for that it's suggesting for Alan. This is for a previous when we set up the template. It may not be appropriate for Alan, so we could force it down to 1 or any level we wish. And indeed, we could do this for any of the levels within this task list if we want to. So I could also click the Apply All Suggested Level button. When I select this, React2 Pro analyzes recent activity and applies appropriate starting levels. This is usually the quickest way to set levels. I then click Save and Continue, and once I'm happy, it takes me through to the auto-level setup pages. Here I need to allow Alan to repeat the task list so that it engages auto-leveling. Otherwise, he could just do it once. If we said don't let Alan repeat the task list, he would just do it once and then the task list would be complete. So we'll leave that switched on in this case. Here we can now automatically adjust the level difficulty, and this is setting auto-leveling on, or we could leave it the same so that it would just stay at the same level as at the start. So in this case we want to set auto-level on, so we leave that set to automatically adjust. And then we give the tasks a name for Alan. In this case, we'll choose single word exercises as being appropriate. That's now set for Alan. At this point, auto level is now active. So to check the state of this, we click OK, and we can come back here to active tasks set for Alan page. And we can see at the top our new single word exercises task list has been set for Alan. If you look over on the right hand side, you'll see the auto level column is showing a green tick, which means that auto level has been applied for this particular task list. And that's now active on his dashboard. You can see one down here, sentences medium level, has not been set to auto level, but we could equally turn that on at a later time if we wanted to, by going into the settings for that task list, and at the bottom here checking automatically adjust the task list difficulty level. And now that's turned on, as you can see, with the green tick. And indeed, that can be turned off again at any time. So we've got full control over whether auto level is active. So let's have a look in the single word exercises exercise there. And if you can see how somebody's getting on. Or because he hasn't started with that one, let's look in the sentences medium level. Or solving problems at low level is maybe a better one, where he's actually 4 of 11 through this one, as you can see on the status there, and this is all active. He's part way through this one, so let's see how he's getting on, and we can do that at any time from his task list page here, just simply by clicking on the solving problems low level title, and this brings us through to the page which has the detail about this task list and how he's getting on. As you can see, each of the sections he's been doing here: paragraph comprehension there, understanding intonation, understanding idioms. And we can see he's made 2 attempts. These ones he's only done 1 attempt at. At the top here, he's part way through, having done 2 attempts at traffic signs and maps. That was his first attempt. And we can see that by rolling over there. That's his latest attempt, and we can roll over and see how he's getting on there. He's got 100% correct in that particular one. He's going to be now moved up to his suggested level. As you can see on the left-hand side there, the suggested level is actually 5, whereas the current level is 3. So through his performance, Alan is going to be moved up, in this case, by the program quite soon to nearer to his suggested level. And this is calculated using a regression analysis of the last 5 attempts. And this suggested level could go up and down depending on how the client is performing. If we want to, we could even go into more detail for within this particular task here. We could go into all results, and within here we can see more granular detail of how he's done within each level, and we can filter that by time. We can export that to save out with case notes and do deeper analysis, even deeper down into each individual level if we want to. We can do that for each and every task within this. We can also edit this task list at any time in the settings of it by clicking the edit button. We can turn off the task completely for Alan if we wish. We can also turn off his ability to have to repeat the task. And if we turn repeat task on, we have the ability to continue with auto leveling, or we can just turn off auto leveling. So we've got a multi-level approach to auto leveling, where you can turn off just auto leveling, turn off repeating, or turn off the task entirely. And we save our changes there. And at any time we can come in and change this for any of the task lists which have been set for clients. You'll notice the info button at the top. The info button gives you details about this task list, and it shows you the message which has been set for Alan in this case. It also shows us the date it was set, the attempt number he's on. He's on his second attempt, and he's 4 of 11 through that. You can see all the other settings are on there, and it's 20 minutes estimated time. We can also go into the settings page from here as well, from this view, and again we're back into that same task list settings page there. We can also delete the task list from Alan's dashboard if we wish, so when he signs in he doesn't see it for whatever reason. We wanted to do that, it may not be appropriate for him. It wouldn't affect any results data which has been already generated. For Alan, as he's generated these, you'll still see those results. It'll just take it off being active for him. So there's great level of control there. It's a really powerful set of tools to be able to control auto leveling. So let's go back up to our tasks level again for Alan. These are all the active tasks he has. We can also show the completed ones. So these are ones which haven't been set to auto-repeat. He's completed them. And we can go in at any time and see how he's done with those. It saves those in there for us. And we can go in, for example, these recipes ones here where he's done lots of exercise on recipes over time. We can go in and we could reset that to be back to auto-leveling and auto-repeating if we wished at a later date. So to summarize, auto-level helps you set accurate starting levels, automate safe progression, and reduce admin time while staying fully in control. For more guidance, please see our help section on best practice of using auto-leveling. Thank you for watching. If you have any, of course, at any time, get in touch with any questions you may have.